So the Lakers survive a determined Memphis Grizzlies team to remain unbeaten at home, 6-0 at home, first time since 2010. LeBron James, another epic performance, his third straight triple-double, a coming-out party at home for Dalton Knecht. He had a career-high 19. We're going to hear from him in a minute. And, guys, it was the best shooting night of the year for the Lakers, a season-high 23s. They shot 50% from behind the arc.
Yeah, I mean, did what they needed to do to get the victory, coming home off of a tough road trip. Memphis a little shorthanded. The Lakers did what they're supposed to do in the fourth quarter. And I think what happened is they had them mentally until the end of that second quarter. And they let Memphis get back into the game, and then what happened is Memphis got some confidence. And then it was a game from there. I thought, the Lakers did a pretty good job from the free throw line tonight. And, I just thought Dalton Knecht came in, 19 points off the bench. The starters scored very well. Mm-hmm. All five squads did a good job. So down the stretch, they did what they had to do. LeBron James, we can't say enough about how he's led this team. But then AD hitting two big threes down the stretch to
without trouble.
Give him a stretch, yes. Yeah.
Brez was here right now. He'd be talking about how well they shot the three ball. But I think down the stretch, it came to playing defense and locking in. They had a lot of key possessions there where they ran them off the three-point line because that's what put Memphis in the game in the second quarter and the third quarter with that ability to play defense. And I think also, to me, if you had to pick one big glaring thing, it was AD finally waking up. AD started hitting those threes, like you said, James. But for those first two quarters and three quarters, he was sleepwalking. And you cannot win without AD scoring 20-plus points. He had 20, but you need him to be more active. But I don't know if it's from the eye or just being off. But in order for the Lakers to be successful, AD going to have to score 20-plus points a night.
What a performance, Rob, for this young man. 31 minutes.
Continuously is about him being a mature player and him falling in the draft because he's an older guy. But sometimes experience like he has paid off, and tonight it really paid off.
I concur with that, Rob. He's only 23, so I don't know what they're talking about, an older rookie. The thing that I love about JJ, it's like, he's going to his rookie because he knows he has a special talent. And most of the time you let your rookies take their time and they get their minutes as, over a year or two. But no, JJ sees something in him that he can help right away. And I like the little, drive, spin, and then off one leg, that little LeBron fade away. He's got a lot of variety of moves. So I think the more he gets some time playing with the veterans to energize his game, it's only going to make him even more potent going down the season.
I'm glad you brought up JJ. Rob, when I'm looking at the minutes, D'Angelo's only 20 off the bench, gave Vincent 13, Koloko 13, Max didn't play. Knecht 31. I know you love when a coach is not afraid to ride a hot hand. Yeah. Even if he's a rookie, and change things up because you're coaching just that game, trying to win that game. So it's not about egos, it's not about hurting people's feelings, it's about winning that game.
This is when you talk about analytics. So many coaches go into this rotation. You got to play the first five. But to me, that all goes out the window when a guy's playing very well. And a guy like tonight is shooting it. You keep him in there until he raises his hand and say, come out. And I'm so proud of him. You can go back to a lot of coaches where they'll ride with that. And I played for some coaches that wouldn't do that. Yeah. They're going to stick to their rotation because that's who they are. But a coach has sometimes to take a step back and say, what's best for the team? Is the minutes? Is this vet over here I think that should be playing? No, you're right, a hot hand. And that's the most important thing in basketball. You got to go with the feel. You can't always go with the analytics. You have to go with the heart. You have to go with the field and who's playing really good.
Big game, James. You can go to Dubai on a quick trip for the NBA, come back, and some things don't change. LeBron James is still doing what he did before you left. Another triple-double, big game. That's 3 in a row. He's got 43 assists in his last 3 games. And it's not like he's dropping just 20. He hit 35 tonight. Kind of took over the game again, just like when AD got hurt and went out. When AD had that foul trouble tonight, along with Dalton Knecht, it's LeBron that keeps you afloat and makes that charge. He's simply... Yeah. I know we say it all the time, we're running out of ways to describe it, but it's truly incredible. The way he's playing right now, he can get triple-double every night.
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
3 in a row. Between Rob and I in our career, we have 1.
Yeah, I think James nailed it right there on all points, Rob. And when he is dropping threes, that's when he gets to that 35, 36, close to 40. I mean, he's just efficient right now in all aspects of his game.
Yeah, when you talk about a guy that makes people around him better, LeBron is that guy. But his vision and his willingness to make people better. You know, his willingness to get the ball to the guy in the right moment. And for me, that has always been the biggest key why he has been one of the greatest, because so many people talk about him not willing to take the shot sometimes. But that's the sign of a leader, believing in your teammates and making an extra pass.
You know, guys, for so many years, I feel like over the last few years at least, like it's the Lakers winning the points in the paint battle, but then sometimes they'll lose close games because the team will be hot from three. It was nice to see the Lakers shoot 41 threes and hit 20 of them. So it was great to have a shooting night like that. Like you guys had mentioned, 5 guys in double figures. All right, guys, let's talk a little AD. The eye injury, foul trouble, but a huge fourth quarter. Hit those 2 threes, had 11 points in the fourth, 5 rebounds, big game, stepped up big time.
Well, for a player that sometimes in the past that has had history of not showing up in the fourth quarter, he came in the fourth quarter in this game and did what he was supposed to do, closed it out.
I'm happy that he stepped up because, you know, back in the past, he would have probably sat this game out. But he knows his importance to this team and that he has to be out there. He would take a 20% AD over, you know, anything else because he's still that great of a player.
Just gets it done, doesn't he?
Big time.
Big time.